At the beginning of the movie, we are introduced to Christy Beam, who tells us that when she was a child, it was not common to believe in miracles. Tending to her beautiful plants, the heroine ponders how a miracle can be explained and what is behind it. The woman goes outside and calls out to her 3 daughters and her husband Kevin. The family is going to church. There is an idol between the couple and their children. In church, the characters merrily sing a song about God, surrounded by people as joyful and spiritualized as themselves. After the performance, the preacher begins his speech and says that faith is the surest refuge from all misfortunes. Christy is imbued with this thought, absorbing it into himself. When the sermon is over, the congregation has a small picnic on Bim's land, taking advantage of the wonderful weather. It turns out that Kevin has opened a large veterinary clinic and those with animals can always go to him. Christy discusses with her friend that they spent almost all the money they had on the opening. Before bed, the heroine goes around her daughter's rooms and asks what they've been praying for. Abby wants to make the soccer team, Adeline wants to be named Taylor, and Anna wishes her father's clinic would thrive. During the night, Anna suddenly becomes ill. Christy assumes that the girl ate something bad at the picnic. However, the spouse says that they all ate the same thing. The spouses decide to take their daughter to the hospital in the morning, and they discuss opening a clinic. Kevin promises that they will get back on their feet. After a while, we see the heroes with a sick Anna anxiously driving down the highway to the doctor's office. Already 3 specialists do not know what's wrong with their daughter. The doctor reports that the X-rays are fine and the girl is most likely just lactose intolerant. At dinner, the family decides not to eat pizza as support, because Anna can't eat it. However, during the night, the girl starts having terrible stomach pains, and the frightened parents take her to the hospital. The young doctor says that the girl has reflux disease and can be taken away, but Christy demands that another doctor be called. In the morning, a senior pediatrician, Dr. Berge, comes to see the patient. The man informs the parents that Anna has an abdominal obstruction and needs an urgent operation or the girl will die. The frightened and shocked parents watch as Anna is prepared for treatment. Friends of the Bim family, led by the pastor, gather at the hospital. The doctor informs them that despite the favorable outcome of the operation, the girl has been diagnosed with serious problems. Dr. Berge says that Anna will only be able to eat through a tube, but even that is only a temporary solution. Christy clenches her teeth and cries. She can't believe her daughter's life is still in danger. The specialist informs her that there is a good pediatrician in Boston who may be able to help Anna, Dr. Narco. However, an appointment with him will not be available for several months. At home, Anna drinks a lot of pills, eats through a tube, and Christy monitors all her vitals. The girl asks sadly why God has not cured her. At school, Anna watches the other kids having fun and running around. Billy approaches the girl and they go to the library together. At home, Christy tries in vain to call Dr. Narco, and Berge informs her that the appointment will only be released if one of the doctor's patients leaves this world. The distraught woman goes outside and reproachfully asks God if he listens to her prayers. In the evening, Kevin arrives from the clinic and brings a dog for his daughter so that she won't be so sad. Christy does not like this idea, and she says that it is urgent to solve something with the doctor. The woman offers to fly to Boston even without an appointment, because her daughter really needs treatment. Christy and Anna get to the hospital. A woman talks to a staff member and asks to let them through without waiting in line, and tells her how painful and bad Anna is, how many pills they have to take, but the girl is getting worse. Christy begs to be allowed to talk to the doctor. However, the employee explains that she is not the one who makes the rules, and unfortunately she can't let the lady through without waiting in line. Christy wipes her tears and leaves with Anna, realizing that the last chance to cure her daughter is lost. At the restaurant, the girl spills water, and a friendly waitress approaches them. Having learned about the situation with the doctor, Angela offers to brighten up their everyday life a little and conduct a tour of Boston. Seeing that Anna wants it very much, Christy agrees. The next day, the tour begins, and the first thing Angela suggests is to go to the aquarium. Christy is slightly nervous, seeing that her new acquaintance is not a very neat, and even slightly eccentric woman. During the trip, the waitress talks about the different sights of Boston and lifts the spirits of her traveling companions. Finally, they reach the aquarium. Anna loves all this splendor and enjoys looking at the fish swimming overhead. After a wonderful time with the ocean inhabitants, the heroines go to the art gallery. The girl is very fascinated by what she sees and comes closer, and Christy receives a call. Dr. Narco has a window for tomorrow at 7 a.m. The woman can't believe her good fortune. The next day Anna goes to the clinic for an examination. The doctor becomes very serious when he sees the girl's stomach, but continues to joke and try to cheer up the patient. The doctor says that it is necessary to conduct additional studies of the stomach and its motility, for which Anna is immersed in a state of sleep. Talking to Christy, Dr. Narco reports that the girl's lower GI tract is not working. This is what causes bloating and pain. There is no treatment for the disease, but the doctor may suggest taking an innovative drug, thanks to which Anna will be able to eat some foods without a tube. However, this treatment has side effects and the girl will need to be examined every 6 weeks. When Christy arrives home, she informs her husband that the treatment will be very expensive and they have no money. Kevin replies that he believes they will work it out somehow. However, his wife says that she has lost faith, and she needs clear and competent solutions, not empty words. The man says he is ready to work weekends and even double shifts to save his daughter. Meanwhile, Christy goes to see her pastor. The woman asks why God has turned away from Anna, but the church minister has no answer to this. He asks Christy to keep believing. Life continues for the Beam family. Anna flies in for treatment every 6 weeks, and Kevin spends time with the other daughters and goes to church with them. In Boston, Christy and Anna are reconnecting with Angela and going to the aquarium to see the wonderful fish. Money for treatment is needed more and more, and Kevin sells his motorcycle. During the appointment, Anna lies in a room with a girl with cancer. Dr. Narco reports that the reaction to the drug is not quite what he expected, and the girl will have to stay in the hospital for a while. Meanwhile, Anna meets her neighbor, Haley. The girl asks why Anna needs a cross, and she tells her that it's to remember that God is always with her. Haley confusedly asks if he is with her too, and sees her neighbor nod affectionately. Anna is taken away for more tests. In the evening, her father Ben comes to Haley's room, and the girl tells him that now she is not afraid to part with her life, because she believes that God is near. Back, Anna gives her friend a cross, and Ben talks to Christy and asks her not to give his daughter false hopes. At home, Kevin forgets about Abby's soccer viewing and the girl gets very angry with him. At night Anna cries in the ward. She complains that she is in pain all the time and she wants it to end. Upon hearing that her daughter wants to not be in pain, to leave her life and go to heaven, Christy cries, and says that then she won't be able to see her family. But Anna apologizes, and explains that she can't take that kind of suffering anymore. Meanwhile, Kevin, along with the girls, decides to fly to Boston. In the ward, Anna quarrels with her mother, because the girl does not want anything. Suddenly her father and sisters appear, which makes the girl very happy. The doctor discharges Anna, and at parting they touchingly embrace. The man tells Christy that the girl needs a child psychologist and more moral support. At home, Abby decides to support her little sister and suggests that she climb a tall tree. Suddenly the branches begin to crunch and Anna, deciding to escape in the hollow tree, falls deep down. Frightened Abby runs to her parents, and Kevin tries to help his daughter, but can't. The crying spouses call the fire department and a general commotion ensues. The employees realize that if they cut down the tree, it will fall directly on the child, and so they decide to go down into the hollow. An ambulance and a TV anchor arrive on the scene. Kevin and Christy try not to panic and wait for Anna's release. The girl is finally pulled out and resuscitated, and a helicopter arrives to pick her up. Christy is informed that a fall from such a height can cause the most serious injuries. Kevin and his wife wait for the doctor in the waiting room. The specialist suddenly informs them that their daughter has only a mild concussion. Back home, Anna behaves as actively as before the illness, and the swelling on her abdomen miraculously goes down. The girl tells her parents that when she fell down, she saw her body as if from the outside, and then she was in a wonderful garden and even walked on the clouds. There Anna saw God in front of her, and he promised that when she returned, the heroine would get rid of her illness. Unable to come to her senses, Christy asked if the girl had told anyone about it, but Anna said she hadn't yet. To make sure her daughter was okay, the woman went to Dr. Narco. The baffled doctor said that perhaps during the fall, the child's nervous system had rebooted and everything started working as it should. Upon hearing that Anna was healthy, Christy gave the doctor a big hug. Angela arrived at the airport to say goodbye to her new friends. Anna gave her doll as a thank you for her support and wonderful time together. At this time, Father Haley saw a report on television about Anna's miraculous rescue. Many reporters and journalists gathered for another sermon. In front of everyone, Christy told them that she had almost renounced her faith during her daughter's illness. But it was thanks to her faith and God that Anna was cured, so one should never despair and betray one's ideals. The woman asks not to forget that people are not alone, and there is always someone who will help them in a difficult moment, and sometimes it's just other people. During the speech, some people express skepticism. Ben rises, however, and tells the crowd that Anna gave his daughter faith and peace. The man tells them that Haley had recently passed away, but that she was not sad, but rather very peaceful. After hearing this heartfelt story, the audience began to applaud Anna and her steadfast mother. In the evening, Christy said a prayer before the meal and everyone enjoyed the pizza. The last shots of the movie are documentary and tell us about the real Anna Bim, who got rid of her illness by falling through a huge dead tree. The girl tells us that she is now happy and healthy thanks to God. This is the end of the movie. Thank you all for watching this video to the end. Give this video a like. Write in the comments what you think about this movie, and see you in new videos.